I did have an idea for the character from a friend of my mother's. And she was not really an aunt, but one of those kind of extended family people that functioned the same as an aunt in your life, was always there and part of everything that you did. And she was very pretty and very much like a child herself. And she married, to everybody's surprise, a very wealthy man who thought she was adorable. Everyone thought she'd never get a husband because she never quite grew up, She was a woman that only aged in years, and she married this very wealthy man and moved into a very wealthy life that she was in no way kind of capable of dealing with. And he didn't ask her to. He enjoyed the fact that she was like a child. And I thought she was magical because she never did anything or said anything like an adult or had any expectations out of children to do this or do that or behave this way or that way. She was just always a companion that was fun to be with. And I thought, when I read this script, this is quite like my mother's friend. And I adored her, so I thought, well, maybe if I can bring this to life, then the audience will adore this woman. And I think it worked out well. Jessica was a mother that I think a lot of kids dream of having, but a lot of adults think, what kind of mother is that? Because she really wasn't capable of bringing up the children and being a disciplinarian or a teacher. But on the other side, she was very loving and adored the children, and no matter what they did or how they misbehaved, she said, oh well, it's all right, I love you anyway. And I think a lot of young people kind of wish they had a mother and a father that said, oh well, I love you anyway. And I think in the literal sense, she was not a good mother. In the loving sense, I think she was wonderful because she made the children always feel wanted and loved. And that's a wish we always have, I think, no matter how old we get. I remember saying to my mother once, if I did terrible things, would you still love me? And she'd say, yes, of course I would love you. And then I remember one day I said to her out of a clear blue sky, what if I killed someone? Would you still love me? And I remember she closed her eyes and shook her head and she said, I would be disappointed if you killed someone. But you are my child and I will always love you. There's nothing you can do that will make me not love you. So will you please stop asking me that question eternally, because the answer will always be the same. And I think in a way I rather patterned Jessica after my mother, who was a terribly loving woman. I think Jessica as a wife was not really a person that was a partner. And I think that's probably one of the reasons the husband was so promiscuous, is because he was always looking for, in another woman, somebody that could be a partner or the other half of the unit. But I think he adored Jessica as a toy, as someone cute and pretty and who always looked nice and who loved him without question. And I think he enjoyed that, but it wasn't exactly what one hopes to have as a life's partner. It was more like a toy. And I think that's all she had ever been and all she knew how to be.